Thanks for joining us for the Purdue University CME Group Ag Economy Barometer October 2023 survey results. I'm Jim Mintert, Director of the Purdue Center for Commercial Agriculture, and I'm going to share with you the highlights from this month's survey. The Ag Economy Barometer index rose 4 points compared to a month earlier, and that leaves the barometer 8 points higher than it was a year ago, but 11 points below where it was 2 years ago. The rise in the barometer was fueled by increases in both the current condition index and the future expectation index. The current condition index rose 3 points compared to last month, but was unchanged compared to a year ago. The future expectation index rose 5 points compared to last month. It was actually 12 points higher than it was in October of 2022. Financial performance index was also up this month. It was up 6 points compared to a month ago and a year ago, but left it 12 points below where it was 2 years ago. Once again this month, we asked producers about their biggest concerns for their farming operation in the upcoming year, and high input cost remains the #1 concern, followed by rising interest rates and lower crop or livestock prices. The Farm Capital Investment Index was down 4 points this month compared to a month earlier, and that left the index 3 points below where it was this time last year. When we asked producers who said it's a bad time to make large investments in their farming operation why they feel that way, over time we've noticed that there's an increasing percentage of farmers pointing to rising interest rates as a key factor. At 41% of them this month said that was the key factor. For the last 4 months, we've been asking producers who say it's a good time to make large investments in their farming operation why they feel that way. Back in July and August, 40 to 41% of the producers in the survey said it was because of strong cash flows. But in the last 2 surveys, that percentage has declined, and this month just 24% of the producers in the survey who feel it's a good time to make large investments said it was because of strong cash flows. Farmers continue to remain relatively optimistic about farmland values. The long-term farmland value expectation index was actually up 3 points this month compared to a month earlier, and it's up 12 points compared to a year ago. The short-term index at the same time fell just 1 point below where it was a month earlier. Producers who expect values to rise continue to point to non-farm investor demand as a key reason for their optimism about farmland values. Given concerns about dry weather in much of the country this past summer, we asked producers if they've made some changes in their farm operations in response to long-term changes in weather. 24% of the producers in this month's survey said they have made some significant changes, and the responses indicate producers are adapting by using various technologies and capital investments. Key changes producers reported making were adopting the increased use of no-till, changing the mix of crops planted, and in some cases planting more drought-resistant varieties, as well as making some capital investments in things like irrigation and tile drainage. That wraps up the highlights for this month's barometer survey. The full report is available on the Purdue CME Group Ag Economy Barometer website, which is purdue.edu/agbarometer. And you can also get some more details about this month's survey on our podcast, Purdue Commercial AgCast, which is available on major podcast providers and at purdue.edu/commercialag. On behalf of the Center for Commercial Agriculture, I'm Jim Mintert. Thanks for joining us.